They were hidden behind
Doesn't
the
sound
lip.
like somebody's in silver.
Fresh tracks. Like, real fresh.
Yeah, we just missed them. We followed their tracks all the way around the field. Hey guys, welcome to 3 Mississippi. I'm Mike.
I'm Frankie.
And we got a lot of work to do today. We got some gardening to do. While we're talking about gardening, one of the things we're going to be doing is opening up this box here and putting together this raised bed that Landguard sent us. Now, those of y'all that know me, I used to do a lot of raised bed gardening, so I'm excited about this thing.
Oh, thanks.
Looks pretty self-explanatory so far.
I'm pretty familiar with this, actually.
4 corners. Well, not much to the directions because it's pretty simple. I got. You got enough screws? I don't got it.
Clearly.
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Seems like it's going together pretty easy. Just a whole bunch of screws. All this stuff's galvanized. Even these rods are galvanized.
What does that mean?
Not gonna rust out.
My knees hurt.
47,011 screws.
It's my finger.
That wasn't even the same hole. You're very inconsistent.
I'm very consistent. Except for when I'm not.
Pretty sure that's the definition of inconsistent. I mean, that was not hard to put together. It's a little bit time consuming because there's so many screws, but I feel pretty confident it's not going to fall apart with all those screws. And everything's galvanized, so everything's going to be corrosion resistant. It's very reflective, so as far as thermal reflectivity goes, sun's going to hit it and bounce back off and not necessarily heat the soil up, which is good. So speaking of soil, Frankie, go get some dirt, a lot of it.
All right.
grow in here is gonna be happy. Happy, happy, happy.
There's Frankie with batch number 3. Miguel?
I don't even know yet. Something.
Frankie said you picked up some basil today.
Yeah. Basil and thyme.
And you got something else you were talking about planting soon.
Well, I need to plant some more radishes and carrots. I don't think I want to plant carrots in this bed, but I could plant some radishes in here.
Well, the first step there after you get it together is you want to put dirt in it, right?
That's right.
And you want to use good dirt. Right.
This is our money compost right here.
That's right. That's the good stuff. A couple trees in there.
Those will break down.
Like a...
Some of this isn't completely... Oh, I remember. I added some grass clippings to the compost pile a little bit late, so they're not broken down completely. But that's fine. They'll continue to break down underground here. Too wide. Bucket might be too much.
Oh, you sent her for another one?
I didn't send her anywhere. She just drove away.
Yeah, I think you don't need another bucket.
I need about a half a bucket.
Well, we'll see what she comes back with.
Whew, that is hot. I mean, that's hot. It's a good thing.
I don't know if you guys can see, but Frankie's up there making a new pile. Ooh, right there. She's turning the pile is what she's doing, which is about due for it to be turned. So she's, while the bucket's on the tractor and while she's over there and has a minute, she's taking care of that job. Good job, Frank.
So if you guys have been watching the channel lately, you know that I garden in 100-foot market-style rows in the garden. But if you've been watching the channel for very long, you know that at our last property, 100% of my garden was in raised beds. And I'm a big fan of raised beds. There's a lot of things you can control in raised beds. And there's a lot of things that are actually more convenient and easier. Obviously, you have to fill them up with dirt, and you need to use good dirt. But just like in the soil, you can continually amend this dirt, and you can grow a cover crop in here, and there's things you can do to keep this soil healthy. But Having the bed raised up gives it the ability to drain, which in a lot of these clay areas in the south, southeast, getting soil to drain well is a problem. So with raised beds, that's not a problem. They drain well, not having to bend over. You know, I'll probably grow herbs in this. I'll grow things like bunching onions and radishes and stuff that's gonna go, you know, straight into the kitchen. I may very well add several of these to my market style garden next year. You know, if you're a beginner gardener and you're just trying to get into this, to break ground out there and try to till it up and amend the soil in place and build a garden can seem overwhelming. So, you know, I understand, you know, people's hesitation, but you can literally get this thing, put it together in an afternoon, fill it with dirt, and immediately have a garden that's weed free, right? You didn't have to go till the ground and clean it up and get rid of the weeds. You'd be surprised how much you could grow in a 4x8 bed that's 2 feet deep. That's a lot of soil, it's a lot of nutrients. It's really nice too if you don't have the dirt, right? If you don't have the ground. If you got a small patio, you could put this on concrete if you had to. Fill it with dirt and have a garden. So if you literally just don't have the dirt, you know, somewhere to build a garden in the ground, but you have a little space, boom, you could do it with this right here.
They were hidden behind.
Does it sound like somebody's in silver?
So we're out here doing some gardening, and Mike and Frankie just took off in the side-by-side because we heard what sounded like a vehicle on Silver. Now sometimes we think we hear things on Silver pasture, which is across the creek from us here, which is part of our land, and sometimes it's just because the sound carries funny across the creek and kind of bounces. There's another creek inlet on the opposite side of the county road, and sometimes the sound kind of reverberates. This really sounded like it was on the back end of Silver. So anyway, they took off and went down there to go check it out. So I'll have to see when they get back what they report back, if there was anything or not. But we have had people kill deer over there before and like basically strip the back strap out and leave the carcass. So granted, it's not deer season right now. I mean, it's middle of August, but it's one of those things where we don't really want people over there. We've got, you know, some of our hay back there, and just, they're not supposed to be back there, you know, they're trespassing. So anyway, they're investigating right now. I don't know if y'all can see them driving through the tree line. Oh, they looks like they stopped somewhere, but we'll see.
We can do the game camera after school tomorrow.
Fresh tracks, like real fresh.
Yeah, we just missed them. We followed their tracks all the way around the field.
Probably scouting for a place to deer hunt.
Probably. Doggone it. I wish I'd have caught them. I should have jumped in the Polaris the moment I heard that. Maybe we'd have caught them or seen them pulling out when we pulled down, and we could have run them down. But
then we would have
whatever.
been a high-speed chase. Vroom, vroom. Down the gravel road.
I'm going to go ahead and throw one bag of store-bought stuff just on the top of this half where we're going to start a bunch of seeds, just to improve the possibility of germination. Because what are we going to put over here, Frankie?
Carrots.
What's Frankie's favorite thing?
Carrots.
Yeah. Why don't you dump that bag in there and spread it out? Meanwhile, I got some store-bought thyme and basil that we're just going to go ahead and pop in over on this side. I'll probably plant a few more thyme and basil seeds in here too. I think we still got plenty of time before the first frost to get some herbs out of here.
Still got time.
I got plenty of time. Ooh, that looks good.
Hit your window.
All right, make you some rows in there, about this far apart, just with your fingers. where you're gonna plant your carrots.
Going this way or this way? What way do you want? Well, I'm short, so
Do
it's gonna be
tic-tac-toe,
this
man.
way, actually.
There's no rules in gardening.
Well, I can't reach that far, so it's gonna be this way.
Okay.
That's what you
What are you gonna do when you get back to there?
Go that way.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna walk.
Hey, you can do them diagonal if you want.
There, go.
So this half, this is carrots, or is it all carrots?
No, this half.
This half right here is
then
carrots.
You can put your
So
weird
1,
stuff.
2, 3, 4 rows of carrots. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, here, plant them. And after you plant them, you're gonna push it in on top of them, okay? And
then-
punch it down.
And then give them a little punch.
And you're gonna punch it down right in the row.
There's no science to planting carrots. You just kind of go. That's how we always did it in California, and that's how we do it.
We don't talk about California.
Yeah, we do.
First rule of Mississippi is don't talk about California.
You just kind of go for it, though. The best part with carrots, like, besides the fact that they're carrots, is this wonderful thing called thinning them out. This happens, I don't actually know when it happens. It just happens whenever Dad says to do it. But basically, you plant your carrots, just kind of sprinkling seeds down the row, and then you knead them up and let them grow. And at a certain point, depending on how many germinate that season, you'll have a lot of carrots, depending on how many you put in the row, especially if you let your kid plant them, which he does. So you got to go through and pick carrots because there's too many. It's basically like your suckers on the tomato that are just sucking too much nutrients, suffocating other carrots. And yeah, I get a snack. So you go like that.
So I'm just doing like a random corner of beets here.
What are you gonna put in the rest of this half?
Radishes, go ahead.
Where? Where are the radishes?
Oh, they're over there.
Oh.
We're gonna grow some dill in here. I'm gonna do a line of dill right here. Now somebody's gonna say I'm seeding these too heavy. The reason I'm seeding these too heavy is because this pack of seeds right here was packed for 2022, which normally if seeds are kept in the right condition, it's not a problem. But I left them out in my shop for a few months in the summer and they got extremely hot. So I expect a low germination rate. I'm planting them thick.
I planted plants. I did a good job.
We need,
We can do more carrots.
I'm gonna do-
That's okay. I said it's okay.
all right, then do 2 rows of carrots.
That way.
Do 3 rows of carrots right
Okay.
here. And I'm gonna do mustard in the middle.
Mustard.
A little mustard forest here.
Wow, you're just going for it, aren't you?
Well, again, these seeds were left in the shop. They got hot. So I'm just gonna seed like a heavy patch of mustard there, and we'll cut them young, whatever comes up, and mix them in with salads.
Hey, hey, hey. Oh, that's really hot.
That is pretty damn hot. All right, Frankie, start cutting up that box. So we're going to lay some cardboard over this to do a couple of things. 1, keep the birds from eating our seeds. 2, keep the cat from trying to turn it into a litter box while things are trying to germinate. And 3, hold some of that moisture in, right? While these seeds are germinating, moisture and temperature are key.
I have a
Redheaded
shank.
stepchild. What?
I said I have a shank.
Thanks for watching, guys. We love you. And don't forget to check the link in the description below for this Landguard raised garden bed. Also, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you get the notifications. Notifications. Cool. And don't forget, y'all, safety's off.